Correctly to start things off. Stuck behind the wall, stuck behind a bit of utility here. Now we see Sen trying to get back into the site. His net takes one down. They're still just milling about, getting themselves sorted out here. And it looks like 3 from Sentinels are ready to crash back in once Heaven gets ready.
They just gotta wait for this wall too, so once they knife this out, they'll have to start popping out through this door, but there's still a sonic sensor on the other side that could stop them.
Just there, Oxy looking to provide that noise. They get stuck just a little bit. Oxy taking the fight, has protection over the shoulder, but Zekin's gonna be able to trade. They're playing this so calm. 3 in hell is a little scary, but they do still have Mitch on the outside, so they don't have to worry. The crossfires here should be enough. Celsius, John Cutie getting that ghost in the classic to do some big damage here, but it's up to the Vive Merchant. Can he do it? One jumping right click. And there's going to be a tight timer on this defuse. That's Mitch. That's the classic.
It's going to be towards B. It was a bad fake. So they have the perfect stack for this so far.
30 seconds left.
Right back. Net on one, but Zekin will trade here. He's still in towards the back of the site. They find Zeppa finally, as the whole death ball finally is able to come through the archway at B. Looks like a pop flash wants to come through. Zekin's going to use that for help, but they can get the kill onto Oxy.
Weapon upgrades as well. Pop flash trying to delay.
Yeah, weapon's down. That was a huge upgrade. It's going to be the stinger for Zekin. The second round here for Sentinels. Sight.
Oh, he missed.
Oh, Nat on the right side as they start to trade back and forth. The stingers just seem to be the higher prio weapon right now that's doing the damage. Plant on Jenny and a quick shot from Zekin. Always good for the one, but is the second one in the chamber ready for another member of Cloud9. 3v2, blades come out. Zekin tries to break the crosshairs, but he's going to be the one that also collects the kills as Vic is playing huge. Vic, the unsung hero since the Red Bull home ground, since he joined the squad. Can he collect this one over New Jersey's finest?
The read. And again, it's a one-shot with the Outlaw. Good read by Vic to not get pulled by the diffuse on the fake from Zekin.
Fakes on fakes here for both of them. Into the site, one shot miss. Vic's going to get it. He's going to get it. About every series. Back towards the A site. C9 is being very quick with their attacks, knowing when they could possibly go for the throw, but they're not prepared. They don't understand what Sentinels can bring to the table. We're looking to where the Octane would come from right now, and Zekin is fueled by the team. What a play towards tiles. Armageddon comes through as well, and Cloud9 didn't even get a chance to breathe on it so far, and the Vines and the rest of it still holding at bay, but Mitch just swings out with a drive-by on the Sheriff. That's everybody in sight lane. Now it has to be Sentinels to react.
Jessup still gets caught by the Annihilation.
Oh, they're not going to get that back either. Wall's going to go up to protect it. That's Celsius going down. And now they just have a few more. Still weapons coming in. C9 has to play this smart, but they're actually not watching the angles from a distance here. Trade 2 for 1 as Oxy tries to stop the bleeding there, but he goes down as well. Can they get this one shut down? Mitch and John Cutie both one shot to the weapons they have in hand right now. And that's going to be Mitch again with another one.
Fine with the Hunter's Fury towards the back of the site. It looks like we're stalling just for a bit.
Okay, trade for trade. We're at a 4-4. There's Narrate and Oxy that have fallen here, so it should be still pretty easy for both teams to defend and get into sight on the retakes. They don't know Zekin's back there. Can they pinch him in? Oh my gosh, the Zealous Assault comes out, just gets everybody to scatter here, and that is going to be tough. Rifle for Oxy.
That's the only thing right there working for Oxy, and they're trying to use it towards the 8-5. At least it trades out, but Nary gives the advantage for Sentinels at the very beginning. Now the weapon's out. They can't really pick it up yet. Unless they're able to push here, that person right back, and that's going to be Nary. Thankfully, the L-Drone pings them, and they could salvage this weapon and maybe turn it around once again for Cloud9 on another Thrifty.
Sentinels are starting to gain a little bit more map control here, getting their orb grabs, getting the early fights in their favor, and they are not wasting time to make sure they have more info on the extremities from this. Any way to further shut down C9. Still 3 members alive, and this lurk could get sketchy here towards mid from Zeppa.
He's trying to find a timing. That's twice that happens here for Sentinels, leaving a wall all the way back to prevent a push, but 2 times it's been punished. They got to change this wall now for Sentinels, but if not for Cloud9, they're pitching in towards this A site. They have a good read.
And a beautiful shot from John Cutie to start shutting this down. Narrate just on the edge, and they know they're going away from the operator. They're trying to pin down the rifles, and they just have one more inside A site now. The IGL, John Cutie trying to call the shots here, can't do it. without the help of Zekin, and the operator now has to retake the site from 2 members of Mitch and Zeppa.
And if I'm Zekin, I'm going for this. On fire so far, it doesn't even matter if he gets pinged out, dashes forward.
He does one. Zekin already pulls the acrobatics. Zekin uses it. They still have a bit of a crossfire towards site. Narrates ready for the side shot. Is able to get Oxy just through the wall at the end. And now he's pinched, but he gets the paranoia help, site help from the team, and it's absolutely huge. That call from Bang, the paranoia and the cleanup from Sentinels.
They could open up a site, but they have to figure out what Sentinels are currently positioned, and I love that to start. A great first blood from Zekin, but at least it gets immediately traded out, and that's finally C9 working on those fundamentals that were kind of needed in the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, they're trying to put their cat hold back together here. You see quickly John Cutie coming around if there needs to be a flash. They get the drone, they'll have the knife. And it looks like they are going to try to dimensional drift over here towards A. The step up though from Bang just to get a little further and take him off guard. Narrate coming in, closing down the site, playing previously where John Cutie was, so they're rotating each other around here, as I said before, but still the hold is just the same. And there it is, Zeppa goes down.
The A side, but now they're read on the wall.
Protocol wall takedown, it's going to be Logs, and they do hit Narrate quick. Zekin and John Cutie come in fast with the kills on attack. It is a swarm from Sentinels, and now they're going to have the site. Zekin Sheriff is still going to be lurking around here. Looks like he will stay close to stairs. Try to make sure he is one of the crossfires on the outside of this boathouse so they don't get utiled, and it's going to be the 2-1 split here from C9.
They need Oxy and Mitch to get value out of this recon flash. They could maybe get some wall bangs with these ghosts.
Oh, the flash into a recon so they can't dodge would be perfect here if they can just get it over the wall in time. Vic's trying to draw the attention. 1 and 2 come out from the left side. It's the util. It's the fight now, but Sentinels has their eyes on the prize. Back towards mid. That's going to be timing on the wall to drop it. Oxy's not going to think it. He's going to think it's a clone. Bang was already there. And now Mitch, like you said, already low in sight. Zeppa just behind. How much damage can they do? And is it enough to shut down the rest of the members of Sentinels? 12 seconds left. Zalsis gets a pivotal kill inside sight so they can get the spike down. And this leaves the 2 Stingers full HP on the half armor to come in. Bang already takes one out, and that's going to be Zalsis finding Vic.
Here to try to come back in his first map on their map pick. Double swing denied at the very beginning, and C9, they're in a position where they're pretty much going to force every single round.
It's from a 1-3-1 hold. Usually that's just for info, but to get a collat, like, Sentinels is in the position, everything going their way right now, and they can do no wrong, rather. That's going to be the hit back.
That could be rather confusing.
Okay.
Finally, some sort of hope here. First blood coming out in even a second.
Wait a minute. And this is why C9 is C9, because they can do this, and you just don't understand where they pulled it from. Wasn't a timeout, wasn't anything. They just activate. I think they've really just had this hidden in their back pocket.
What a nice flash by Oxy.
Good push out. C9 getting a little angry here. Gotta see it. We gotta see a change in something, even if it's pushing more, being aggressive more. Sometimes you gotta go outside the box. The push around as well. This could be huge at top mid. They're getting timing on the map, and they may lose it over to the side of Bang, but that's not going to give the rest of Sentinels a free path to Bang.
And he's walking through. Right now, if Sentinels could continue to delay towards B main, they need to find it to allow this so that Bang can find the perfect timing in the back of the site. No more. Fortunately, though, Nara gets spammed through the smoke, and that's already a player down.
He's just trying to live for one more kill. Bang finds one, and now John Cutie knows. Gets the flash out, can't get it. Yes, he does. Double tap to the head of net. And now he says, quick, come over.
Yeah, exactly. Drop the spike so you can TP and grab it, and you stay as a team with 30 seconds left. The thing is that he canceled he went back towards the A site to plant while John Cutie was going B.
Yeah, he was going B. Oh, bit of a misdirect there, I think.
Stealing sight.
He's delayed enough time.
Yeah,
the paranoia is being thrown. He gets out of position with the TP, and now John Cutie meets up with them.
Oxy first. Oxy goes down first. Mitch makes a distraction. Oh, Mitch actually able to get the first kill here. John Cutie coming up big. It's not going to be him. It's going to be Noxy.
A site. You're playing a cross map, though, so the Razor Vines are still really good.
Beautiful. Nice. Right on the Razor Vines as you see Zeppa over at the B site. The utility can be used off of that ultimate since he's not getting hit. And now Sentinels is left wondering, Where do they go from here? Who's actually at the site? And they're not going to have enough players to get through here. So C9 are able to capitalize on one more round for themselves and slowly finding a way in. That alert on the way in. Steel Garden goes down. And look at that. Zekin just shooting ducks at the back of sight. Nobody even knows he's there. A shorty from Zeppa here wondering if he can get out of the smoke without being seen first. As the Phantom comes out next, and it is going to be enough to get one, but Zeppa cannot get out alive as they start trading shots towards Hell, and that's what it feels like right now for Sentinels inside A. Mitch again on the clutch versus Celsius. Spike is planted. Plenty of time to play with a few fake defuses and push into the site. Celsius with no utility here, not even the Rose.
Back up. He knows he's towards the left now.
Half is there. Goes for the shot. Mitch gets another one.
Coming through from the Armageddon. Here comes the hit from Sentinels.
Nice spam through. They're trying to get these shots before they even happen, and the Phantoms are helping them do it through the smoke. Still clearing sight, but Zekin goes down for one of the first times as he makes it in. Or no, Zekin goes, he gets a kill, I should say. As
So
Oxy
2v2.
answers back, the duelists are firing hot right now, and who's going to overheat on this one, and who's going to keep their cool? Dimensional Drift goes through, so Oxy knows exactly what's going on in the back of the site, and now Mitch starts to creep into position so they can activate the protocol.
30 seconds left.
Just to the left, spam through the box. It's a tough spot for Zekin as he can't get help from John Cutie on the same angle. A stiff wind will blow Oxy down, and a quick transfer could take Mitch as well. Almost there.
To try to create an opening.
That timing. Zekin on top of it here. Can he hold for long enough, though? What a push in. Mitch realizes it's a ruse, gets the quick shot there, and now it's still going to be the rotation over. They realize what B was.
That could have been a huge kill. That would have been Spike.
One more, though. Feels it. Doesn't look. Oh, second guessing himself. Gets the wall, and he's actually going to get shot in the back for this one. Didn't get a shot. Oh, another 3K for Mitch. Count him up. Rack him up.
And pistols left now for C9 as the Steel Garden comes out.
You get locked in.
Revealing area.
One dart. Gives them a bit of a chance to clear themselves into sight. Net takes down one. Can it be another big clutch for C9? This is going to be game, or it's going to be a round continuation here. Net very low. It's going to be the jump from Celsius and the right-click classic.
So he's going to be... He has to stand tall with this Ghost.
It's a very big commitment here for Vic to stay in. The shots are just missing. They capitalize on one. But wait, it's set by Mitch. They find more. And Sentinels is now out in the open trying to get themselves to safety here. Very low health on both sides. It's going to be the Ghost versus the Classic, and Net's not be able to ring true.
To stop them as they enter towards A site. Well, pistols will.
The double swings they have to apply that damage. Get some of these guns down. It's not retrievable just yet, but it is a little bit scary for the post plant here. Zekin spamming through it, using that hero rifle on this buy, or I should say upgrade rifle.
Shots are missing though. There's an opening for C9. Not anymore.
Yeah, he closes it down. Oh, waiting on the right side, waiting for the crossfires to come through, and he finds the ace! As they're trying to decide, Zekin gives himself an out. They make sure Bang is safe, and they know that the first layer of the site is there, but no! Cloud9 starts to come out of the woodwork with shots from left and right, and the crossfire is beautiful.
And unfortunately, the vines being thrown by Celsius kind of stops here the opportunity from the last two players of himself and Zekin trying to swing out to go for trades. So he just has to keep players at bay. Try to keep them towards the A site where you see Zekin is moving for a
30
plant.
seconds left.
So the responsibility now for Celsius, stay. Try to watch back and maybe go for a fight towards the back of the spawn. If not, I mean, if he's going to walk back towards the street, that camera being set up here by Net could see a lot.
Celsius, the super quiet here. He's got 3 people to pass, and then a little extra time to wait here. But not too long. You can't leave Zekin out to dry on this situation. It's going to be tough, and the pincer even harder as Celsius has the timing. Second trying to stay alive, gets a spam, but it doesn't throw him off, and he gets 2. Vic's able to take 1, but he's done his job. 2 for the round, and Zekin is happy with that. He leaves Celsius with the perfect prep. The smoke is there. It's at half. They're not even looking. He misses the first shot, but he's going to have it. Nose on the second defuse. That bike, it does go through, and he's able to get the clutch!
On into the dimensional drift!
And
Shorty battle, and Oxy wins!
No way, Oxy's so ready for it. He says, yeah, done that a bunch of times myself. Zep is able to trade one back, and now Sentinels falling left and right. Oxy's not stopped by the vines, but the Steel Garden is going to take away the arsenal. It's left up to the Classics. Zelsis is going to come firing through. They know they need to reposition and get themselves to safety, and it looks like he's turning tail to head to the other site.
But they rate the push towards the street.
Player standing.
Quick flick on the 25 HP. Oxy's going to get a third one for the round. Can still throw a bit of a fake into this. Almost a lineup there. Zeppa's able to come back and trade out the damage, though. Very low health, and he goes down to the hands of Narrate. As Mitch from just on the other side is able to tag in some damage. 3v3 as Sentinels try to hunker down in A.
Mitch size full util as well. Starts with the recon to get a ping.
Oh, that little duck after he hit the shot. Oxy's going to come flying through with the Blade Storms. They do find it's John Cutie in A main.
Is here any smokes that's being thrown on the attack to go for kill trips.
Smokes everywhere. Zeppa tries to peek out of one, but gets taken down by the Stinger. That means it's Sen trying to work fast here with a few of those low buys around the bigger weapons. Oh, a Vine kill onto Mitch. Nicely placed by Zelsis. They'll have control of the site, and this is getting a little awkward. His net can grab one, but it looks like Sentinels come through hard enough to make this round theirs.
Of C9R.
They avoid this Armageddon, which is nice, but they can't avoid Bang. Another one through. John Cutie's going to be able to get the trade, and they swing in. Mostly through streets and that few from long still. Even if the op was there, it looks like they can circumvent it with their pathing. Oh dear. Mitch. A little bit of a hot foot, has to move out of that situation here. The operator very close to going down in this situation. Economy is still there for another buy come in. No, it's not for C9. They need to come up big on this round. Oxy switches out. Sentinels trying to hold it near ring one. Zelsis versus Oxy now. Possibility of getting half, but he's going to go for the fight, and it's going to be Zelsis again in the clutch moment. C9 is kind of in a position where they're hungry. They want to be first, so they're putting themselves in these dangerous one and dones, and they're always traded by Sentinels.
Pathing looked pretty good though for Zeppa. Just unfortunate that he couldn't get a double kill after net. Got fully flashed by the double swing towards the B site.
Turn into it. Attacks from A main as well on multiple fronts here. They're trying to figure out what they can look at and what is actually the problem. And Second is the only one in here, and he's already getting a ton of information for the team before the take.
Got hit by the tripper recon, didn't he get wallbang?
Yeah, he's been close. Mitch, health going up a little bit there.
Well, they know the flank.
And they're looking. It has reset. Narrate turns away at just the last moment, though, and this could be the line for Oxy to get the first shot on. He misses. Zekin's able to take down Zeppa in sight. Oh, it's just too much. C9 are overwhelmed. They move forward too quick and really are kind of deleting C9's opportunities back into the
4-2 scoreline, but then it could potentially now be a 9-3, 10-2 half for Sentinels going into the second half. But thankfully, Zeppa, gets the first blood with the Sheriff buy. That C9 has an effect back from Oxy.
Okay.
Clean shots.
I mean, this is what it takes right now for Cloud9. The low buys trying to get under the skin of Sentinels here. I mean, you're not going to get this every round, so they better use the advantage they have coming out of this one immediately. Still, we've seen the 2v4, and it's not even guns for C9 this time.
Crosshair placement could be good again.
Last player standing.
Can Vic finish it off? Bang goes for another one. An ace on the board all by himself here. Zeppa and Net are left. Has to deal with the flashes. And the uplink shows exactly where he is.
That's huge, though. Not getting spammed after the hat came through and he survives. Now he can play around the map.
He's got
Keep
one
C9
star.
guessing.
Without it pulling them in.
At least weapons got picked up now. 2 rifles on the side of C9.
Bang. Bang with the ace. Bang with the Red Bull clutch. Right side of Steel Garden that's available, and where they might be able to exit. Oh my God, Bang just going for the full drive-by. Zeppa's gonna punish that. Zeppa's gonna punish that. The 3K coming in, the spike is down, and it looks like we'll get a repeat of Ascent, a 9-3 first half, unless we see the world from Narrate.
We want to Narrate to get some action, but there's no time left.
Confident enough to push through that spawn ramp. So they're going to have everybody in sight now coming from the back, and they're going up the street side. They know they need to push. C9 beautifully getting aggressive here, but Sentinels are ready on the deep defense.
But Vic able to get those kills, and he does have a star to work with. That's going to be huge, at least to delay the start, allowing Net to get the pick.
Huge kill from Nat. They're going to try to get hit on the spike. Zekin takes one down. Vic is there. Bang, trying to figure out which side he can get on to get the perfect shot. It's not going to be.
On the drone spotted 2. Here comes a repinch back from Bang.
Oof. Traded. A 1-for-1. Mitch with the swing, but actually Vic was looking the other way. They did not have that timed out.
One enemy remaining.
Almost reads it. The sixth
30
sense
seconds
comes
left.
up.
Trades
Now,
are perfect.
It's Vic's chance.
The more chances Vic has to be able to win this round.
Here's the util. Brought in. Actually, just
even
takes him
half.
off. I thought it might have gotten it for a second.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, he hides it. Oh, down to 6 HP. He gets him through the wall.
No time. He takes first Sentinels.
That feels a little bit awkward. You commit to one wall, and there's just going to be another in your face. Who's going to play the side-to-side better? And it's Sentinels for now. 3v4. C9 looking to pick up a few more kills. John Cutie in a swing towards the backside. A beautiful kill there, and the teamwork that they have set up. And they are not allowing C9 that much ground. Mitch, however, from Street. Oh, he throws the Armageddon, but he's pushing. Mitch is always pushing, and he takes down John Cutie.
They could start pitching out towards the street, so I love that we're trying to fight back towards the street, but Oxy could get two here.
Oh my gosh. The crosshair placement doesn't even allow the Sentinels player to get a full swing out from their position. And that's both down for Street. A 9-9 round looking like we're going to get here out of this. And something happened out of that last Cloud9 timeout that just lit a fuse for them.
Yeah. It almost felt for Sentinels. They were counting too much on the Vice wall from Zelsis that they thought that Cloud9 maybe was baiting that wall instead, and it would have some time. As they snuck around here for Cloud9, they hit around that corner, right at the middle of the street. And it just caught some players off guard and made it easy here for Cloud9 to tie up this game. And the economy is not the best now for Sentinels. They have to go for hero rifles in the next round if they could save these two weapons, if not a full eco once again for the defensive side.
And they were trying to push Guardians into this round too from the side of Sentinels, so you already saw them trying to squeak in the money there just to make sure they could keep it off of Tide. But that will not be the case. C9 are going to keep quite a few alive on this one. The 3K for Ox Lamsight, knowing that they have numbers. A lot of concuss going down on the backside. Give it a quick shake and you'll be reset here now in the eyes of Mitch as the Hunter's Fury burns across A site. The pings go through. The VIP protection is there. Get down, Mr. President, says Oxy. They protect Vic on the plant. Celsius and Air both fall to the wayside now. And now it's just the Sheriffs to do work as they are found at the end of Mitch's Phantom.
I'm back.
Use a dimensional drift. Although tapping the spike, dropping some players would be kind of good here for Sentinels. But it definitely does feel, that it should be a C9 round.
Yeah, this is going to be a very tough pincer.
Hold on.
Wait, they let the 1v1s happen, and it's going to be too much. It's going to be bang.
Plant.
Straight into sight. Not much util to go with it. Just the default stuff, a flash, a smoke, a dash. And it's not enough to throw Sentinels for a loop here. Oxy does find himself a weapon and pretty healthy to boot.
And he gets the Armageddon with that kill too. Beautiful haunt being thrown by Narrate. Now the win con here trying to survive. It's probably not going to happen. Now you're pushing him once again off another plant. Celsius is lurking through.
Oh, Celsius. Oh, gets one, gets a second on that transfer, and he's able to hold it down to keep the Phantom screaming. And this is going to be one of the toughest rounds. A push every single round. He's done it every round. They just get to figure it out this time.
But C9 hasn't been pushing towards this B at the top, so they never understood that Zekin was pushing up, and Zekin's everywhere once again.
Zekin wants to clean up this final round already. 2 to his name. They're running away from him towards his team.
Into the Vice util.
Bang. Look at how safe he's playing too. Even knowing they have such an upper hand, you're not going to take the fights that could get you to go down. Zelsis falls, but there's still so much here for Sen to use to take control of this round. And now the 2v4 from Cloud9 side. Can they produce the same result their opponents did previous in the series?
You definitely want these two players alive here to try to win it for Cloud9, and they do so.
Vic, full health, regened up, and they know where he is for a moment. Peeks to Zekin. Zekin's got it! The 3K, the finalizer, and Sentinels will take down Cloud9 in 2 maps.